Over to you, Jack. Gaddafi has written a letter to the US president appealing for a halt in the air campaign, although that letter was bluntly dismissed by Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. It seems that there are a lot of peace initiatives emanating from Tripoli at the moment. Is the regime genuinely holding an olive branch here, or is this perhaps a stalling tactic that gives their military more time to advance?
Well, that's right. There are so many peace initiatives emanating from Tripoli at the moment. It's all getting a little bit confusing. Of course, we know about the one from Saif al-Islam, Colonel Gaddafi's son, in London last week, which said in return for his father stepping down, he would head an interim government heading towards a constitutional democracy. We also know that Colonel Gaddafi has sent envoys to Greece, to Malta and to Turkey with a message, as well as this handwritten 3-page letter which he sent to President Obama, which essentially said, can you please tell your allies to stop bombing us and good luck with your re-election campaign. But it didn't really offer anything. Now, we also have the US Congressman here, Carl Weldon, in talks with Colonel Gaddafi, trying to get him to step down in return for some sort of deal. Now, there's no doubt the government is feeling a little bit desperate, a little bit under pressure at the moment, and it is trying to extend the olive branch and work a deal, but it's also fairly obvious that this is a bit of a stalling tactic at the same time, while its military continues these offences. Perhaps what's really interesting, though, is the gap between what the rebels are asking for and what the government's talking about really is narrowing. I mean, both of them are talking about reform, freedom of the press, they're talking about elections, constitutional democracy. The one sticking point is from here in Tripoli, they want the Gaddafi family to stay. And in the opposition side, they say the Gaddafi family must go. Now, it's the only last sticking point. Everything else, they really seem to be talking the same language. But this is a major sticking point, and we're unlikely to see a change of position from either side on this big sticking point in the weeks to come.
Okay, thank you, Jack, in Tripoli.